Hi there, it's David from Total Asset Maintenance, and today I'm going to answer the question, how do you clean a window like the professionals? So filling up a bucket, always put your water in first and then your soap. If you do it the other way around, you end up with a big bubbly mess and it's an absolute nightmare. So water in first. Right, if you don't want to bother with all your expensive glass cleaning stuff, Morning Fresh, that is the industry secret. So a good couple of squirts in there. Beautiful. A couple of tools of the trade before we begin. A couple of nice clean dry rags always come in handy. Got a separate lammy and squeegee. Lammy because I believe it was originally from lamb's wool, and your traditional squeegee like this. But on the high rises you might see them using one of these bad boys, and this is a wagtail clipper. And it's got the pad on one side, and you flip it over and you get the rubber on the other side. This saves you carrying extra tools at height, which is always an advantage, and it frees up a hand for grabbing onto stuff as well. We also have a fresh window cleaning blade. These ones are from Ettore. A common mistake you'll make at home is you'll get a squeegee and you think, oh, why is it leaving streaks and everything? It's because the blade needs to be changed. So here you can see it's rounded off at the ends. And we're going to go over how to quickly change one of these. Get yourself a rag with some grip and just pull it outside. Okay. And then with your new one, run a little bit of soap along the track. Get your rag again. Prime it into the end of the track, like so. And then for a bit more grip, use your rag again to pull it through. And it is as easy as that. A nice fresh blade is key for a nice clean window. So, deep lamb's wool, saturate it in water all over the window. Loads of different ways of doing this, but essentially just slapping it on, giving it a good scrub all the way down. Okay, covering the corners. Down. Right. Then with your squeegee, a couple of taps, gets rid of any debris that's been laying on the rubber. A couple of taps. Okay, and I like to cut straight in at the middle, all the way to the corner, and down. I get my leading edge. It's always going to be behind my trailing edge, so that way the water runs with gravity down towards the end. It doesn't drip all over the glass. You can cut back to the top if you like, stop these drips running down. You just work your way down like a mountain, cutting the mountain down like that, and I'm always keeping my leading edge in front of the trailing edge. You can finish either to the side, or finish either off to the side, or preferably you finish down like that. You can use your rubber to get rid of the soaps off the sill as well. The reason why you don't want to finish to the side, if you can help it, is when you cut into a window like that, the water running down here will catch that water line and start trailing out like that. So to stop that, you want to finish out like that. A couple of troubleshooting things you might come across, which I wish I knew when I first started window cleaning about 8 years ago. So this blade, as you can see, is very sharp down the edge, as we've seen. If you hold this too sharp like this, what you'll get is it'll jump like that, and it'll leave this horrible smear down the middle. Okay. Likewise, if you hold it too flush, what it does, instead of moving the water off the glass, it just smears it. So this time I'm holding it far too this way. You get this smearing of the water across the glass instead. So what you want to do is you want to keep the blade right on that point, right on that sharp point, about 45 degrees, and it just cuts the water away. and moves it off the glass. Flipper works in much the same way. You've got your pad on the front, handle at the back. Make sure you hold it not upside down so the screw isn't facing you, the actual back of the handle is. And same way, just make sure we give the glass a good scrubbing. And once you've finished scrubbing the glass, you just flip it over like that, a couple of taps, and you're straight in. It's a lot faster, especially when you're swinging around on a rope, we're using this than it is the separate lamy squeegee. Say you've cleaned your window and you notice you've left a little bit in the middle, you don't have to do the whole lot again. If it's a clean glass, if you've just cleaned it, you can actually just get your rubber again, get a couple of taps, you can just cut in, finish it off that way. If there's a tiny little one like that, you might not even have to do that. You just get your clean rag. I like to roll it into a bit of a ball, and just very quickly, and then it'll dry off, and it's gone. Final step, get your rag, and here's where you just run it around the frame, get all those suds off, down the sides. Okay, I'm just getting that, rolling it in my finger like that so it doesn't touch the rest of the glass, all the way down the edge. Bottom. Beautiful. And there you go. That is how you clean a window professionally.